It is Friday, June 12th. Spoke to the doctor yesterday afternoon, and so now we know what's going on with my next round of chemo. And unfortunately, it is going to be chemo because I am not a candidate for the immunotherapy, and I'm also not a candidate for the targeted protein that he hoped to be able to replace the Avastin with, which would just be a better cancer killer. So of the 4 options that I had listed out, we ended up with number 4. So not the best. What it means is they're going to change some of the chemicals within the chemo that I was doing. And the biggest thing is they're pulling out one of the chemicals, and they're putting in oxaliplation or so. I've spelled it out anyway. This drug is the one that's going to give me a little bit more side effects, or could potentially cause more side effects than the other. So I will start that chemo on Monday. They're planning for 4 more rounds, so basically 2 months. And after the 3rd round, they will do the blood test again to see if the cancer marker numbers have gone down. So I have 4 more rounds ahead of me. If everything goes right, goes well, then we can do the surgery on the liver sometime in August, probably late August. One of the things, or several of the things that are side effects of this other drug that they're going to be putting in is while I'm on the drug, and definitely the weeks of chemo, and we'll have to see how my body reacts on the non-chemo weeks, but I can't have cold foods or beverages. If you do that, you can cause spasming in the throat, and it can feel like everything's constricting and you can't breathe. People have different levels of that reaction to it. But just even like grabbing a LaCroix out of the refrigerator, that's going to be off limits for a while. Everything's got to be around room temperature. Also means every morning I eat cereal, like grape nuts or another kind of fiber cereal I have with frozen blueberries, of course, and milk. And it's like my favorite thing. And I'm not gonna be able to do that. I can let the milk warm up and still have the cereal, but and just throw in regular blueberries. But it's like, oh, I love that. No ice cream, but that's okay. It's probably good that I can't have ice cream for a little while. But that's going to be weird to kind of get used to that, not being able to have cold things. It can cause ringing problems. It can cause, it can cause breathing problems. This new one can cause ringing in the ears, can cause dizziness, blurriness, mouth sores could be worse. They haven't been horrible this time. I get some real tenderness in my gums and a little bit of inflammation, but I haven't had any actual sores this time, which is good. So we'll see what happens there. For the nausea, because the nausea could be more, because I talked to my nurse practitioner, not the doctor yesterday, they have put in a medicine. It's olanzapine. I don't know. I just wrote down what I thought I heard. That will be something that I will take the night before the chemo and then 3 nights after. And it is a antidepressant and something else as well. So she said, when you go to pick this up, they will tell you that it's an antidepressant and a something or other. She said, but that's okay, because in this use, we use it for nausea, which is kind of strange for me to think about that. You could use one kind of medication for one thing or another. But anyway, I told her, I said, well, I hope it works, because then that means during this, I won't be nauseous and I'll be really happy, right? If I'm taking an antidepressant. So we'll see if that helps with the nausea. And so it would be really nice if actually that's something that works. So that's it. Start on Monday, 4 cycles. Hopefully it goes as well as these other ones have, where I just don't feel really bad. And hopefully this new nausea medicine will just kind of knock all that out. And that's it. So, all right. I'm going to end this with a story that I heard on the news, and I don't know if you guys saw this, but there was a man who was hospitalized with 6 plastic horses inside of him. The doctor described his condition as stable. Thanks, Dee. All right, y'all have a great rest of your day, and maybe we'll talk to you this weekend. If not, next week. See ya.